Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Yes, it's been a pretty good day so far. I hope it has been a good one for you as well. Hello, hello. I was just going to do a regular old record, and then I thought, nah, I'll just go ahead and go live, see what happens. Thanks for being here, everybody. I'm surprised I haven't got some kind of strike and got cut off again. Hello, the original Biddy Ma, the Oracle. Yes, well, I didn't realize, going live is kind of important because it lets you see that I'm a real person and I'm not just a digital program or something. Right. Well, apparently there's going to be a fight because somebody in the upper regions who had been there by masquerading as his sacrificed wife's identity. He's been busted. He's lost everything because the female rose and came back to that place and claimed and transferred all of her belongings back to where they go. And he's really mad. He's claiming she's a witch, but God says he's a betrayer. He was supposed to protect her, and instead he fabricated a whole bunch of stories and then really abused her over centuries. So God himself, the celestial father of this particular daughter, found her, purified, sanctified, and then canceled all of the contracts with these nasty jacks. Gave her a new family, the tribe of Jaguar. And this old nasty jack prostitution ring, these old white men that's been living on our suffering, yeah, they're real mad and they're trying to separate the root from the crown. Well, that's just too damn bad because the lion and the jaguar together and these nasty ass magicians who claim to be on God's army are actually trying to separate what God has brought together. That's their only mission, and to claim the identity of and then pretend. That's it. So I have to block these nasty asses because I just get tired of it. Alrighty then, so let's check in and see what's going on. We got these religious people, these priests, who've been living in some heaven as some godly being on the sacrificed energy of true divine women. The daughters, the apples, and God sees them clearly for what they have been doing at the gate with them. And these entities called men are out here trying to cast the illusion that we are witches once more, needing burning. Ew, baby. God's watching you assholes, and the bridge has been mended. And the truth, the total truth, this is not a partial reset. This is an entire reset. The daughters have been identified. The Queen of Heaven has been emancipated. These nasty ass religious men who have been using the essence of divine queens of heaven in this trap have lost their resource. They're no longer in power. All they are is word magicians, nasty ass sex magicians. Yes. Yes, Linda, absolutely. Well, thank you, Lily. Happy to be alive. Happy to be alive. Oh, Brent. Brent, why do you come here if you're not in line with this? It's crazy. People like to show up just to be a mouth. All right, well, I'm going to leave it for a little while. If it gets too crazy, just let me know. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and tell a story now. Honey, you're going to be lucky if you get to be old. Punk ass kids. All right, so we got the moon. Somebody could be in fear. They're out there running their mouth because they don't have any connections to source, and they lost their connection to the sun, the inner soul of the divine sons and daughters of the celestial kingdom. God has stated that this is the end of their relationship with batteries, meaning those who carry the essence of the sun within them will no longer be used as batteries, as energy sources for the AI modulated cyborg, whatever, clones or whatever. In the challenge position, so they're afraid there could be something hidden. Yeah, they're afraid here. They're challenged because they're not going anywhere. They're not in your boat. There's a delay. You resisted. They're trapped. You're saying no. You're unburdening yourself. You're not letting them in your boat. You're like, no, no, no. You're not getting in there. Somebody's afraid because you won't let them on your ship. The mothership, which is your temple, your celestial ship to the upper dimensional spaces. You're a true earth angel, and you've got a lot of folks out there that want to get on your ship and have a ride to the top. They do not know that the lion and the jaguar have been united. They don't know that the God they claim to serve has sanctified and purified the divine apples and given them new matches. Their bridges are connected. The tribes have been reunited. And these fake illusionists, speaking proper words, are seen as the lying thief, torturer, malicious heart that they are. They're trying to claim that we tattooed old ladies are witches, which I'm not. I've never done witchcraft at all. I bought some books because these assholes have been doing witchery on me for the last 20 years and I didn't know anything about it. And I thought, what the hell is going on? And I never did read any of the books, but, you know, whatever. Unseen sorcerers, the sex magicians, the copycats, identity thieves. No, I'm not a witch. I've never done witchcraft. I would never, ever, ever try to manipulate somebody else's life. Deceitfully, deceptively. Never would I ever try to do that, because I would never want that done to me, although I've had many lifetimes of it. So in their subconscious, they're thinking about your balance. You're the star. You're the energy source that they need, and they're afraid because you're not letting them on your celestial ship. You're not letting them aboard your star. You're like, no, you cannot get on my star. So you're balanced, and you are the star. You are a powerful light, a powerful shadow, and these ones are trying to separate your root from your crown, your shadow from your light, your sacred shadow, your sacred light. And that's just not the way wholeness works. That's not the way a temperance angel exists. But you got these nasty asses out there, these jacks that pretend to be religious men. They like to separate the two out so they can have the pure divine essence of a meek, submissive one, while they separate out the other. But the shadow, the beast, the one that's going to slap him in the face and tell him to F off. It's like, no, you freaking mad scientist. It's weird, you guys. You're freaking insane. Well, I wouldn't know. I have never done it, but I have been attacked often. So, that's about all I know. In the recent past, we've got the Four of Swords. So you're recharging and recovering over this Five of Swords. So you're recharging and recovering over this conflict. Somebody has lost their honor for attacking a woman. This is a woman. She's recovering from this man kicking her ass, trying to steal her star. This entity of the shadow wanted to steal this woman's star, this balanced woman's star. And she's like, nah, I don't think so. You're not getting on my shit, bro. You're not getting on my shit, bro. This bridge has already been connected, and God has already matched. New divine matchy. That's it. The bridge has been connected. The reed and the crown have been connected. We are one. And any of these nasty jacks trying to come in and flap their fucking lips with their little false accusations, with their little... God sees you clearly. The lies don't hold up anymore. I think that they're going to be doing a lot. Well, it's the end of it. So I feel that, well, I don't feel. I heard someone a while back, commanding a general or a commander, say he wanted to be done by the end of September. So this is a commander in God's army. And you got these nasty ass religious men who say they are in God's army. Well, no. God's army is here tearing shit down right now on behalf of the women, the children, and those men that have been gender altered and demasculated. God's kicking these nasty ass. He's kicking their ass, and they're trying to say it's us because God keeps returning their stupid magic, their mental magic, and their other magic. Yeah, it's all going back on them. And they're like, you're a witch. It's like, no, jerk. It's just a return of your stupid projection. Get a life, man. Stop trying to beat up women, you fucking loser, and call yourself a religious genius. Stop beating up women. Stop beating up women trying to get in their fucking ship. You're not getting in it. No more. There's no more free ride, pimp, nasty jack, fucking hoe. No more free ride. You're not a follower of God's golden rule. You're out there attacking women that don't know you. Assuming that you know what's going on in their life and what they're connected to. You don't know shit. You're just a word magician. And it's weak. It's weak magic. It's weak-ass magic because they lost the star. They lost the star, and so their magic is weak. The only authority they ever had was on the suffering of those who actually have authority. So, intentions and expectations, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, persevering. You're recovering from this aggression. Knight of Pentacles is persevering in the near future. Thank you, Yama Yas Child. Thank you so much. Thank you for the gift. I'm not real good with these lives, so pardon me. I get lost in the story. Oh no, in the near future, we got a 7 of Swords. Deception. So we got some religious men who have been really vomiting their hatred over the women for centuries. They've been torturing people for not following their rule of authority. Well, they don't have authority. They're undercover networks for PDF files, and I'm not giving them shit. Look, they're deceivers. Hey, Jack, Kung Fu. Have you ever watched Kung Fu Hustle? It's one of the greatest, I think. The Lion's Roar is one of the best things. It's so good. Three of Pentacles. So you've got two arm in arm here. They've got the power of three. Cooperation, expertise, commitment. Somebody's deceiving somebody. They want to be deceptive. Ooh, they're not a master. Somebody was deceptive. They're not a master. They were sucking the tit of this star, pretending, by sucking the life out of her, the light out of her. Some nasty ass Jack sucking the light out of a woman, considering himself a conqueror and a man of God. Yeah, I bet. Fucking loser. Mediocre pimp. Hopes and fears. Illusion, choices, temptation, Seven of Cups. Somebody was wanting to cast an illusion. They're wanting to cast an illusion. This mental magic, they're out there working it real hard right now. But you're in a Three of Wands energy. You anticipate it. You know what's going on, and you're alchemizing it. You're a master alchemist. You may be fire, but you are a master of water. Also, you could be a master of the elements. And we've got the Nine of Wands. You're going to persevere and endure through these challenges of these nasty-ass magicians who's trying to take out a star, a woman. These men, they're in competition with, this is the competition. These men, these religious men and other fucking men who hate women are in competition with women. They hate them. They don't think they belong in heaven. They don't think they have a right to breathe. And as far as I'm concerned, they should forfeit their life that the woman gave them. Absolutely. Return the genetics. The Queen of Heaven has been emancipated, and she has patented the human genome, and any of you fake humans owe her a return on stolen property. You could not keep her down. You owe her your life. Outgoing energy is an Eight of Cups. Letting them go. So these entities, they're not able to get aboard the mothership. They were not able to get the sacrifice that they were looking for. Why? Because God, the lion, matched his celestial daughter, who had been sanctified, purified, and freed of all contracts of the past, with the root. The jaguar, the tribe of the jaguar. So the Egyptians and the lion, their union. And you got these nasty ass religious men on God's army trying to split up the union, the bridge that God has brought together. They're not working for God. They're working against God, trying to destroy the bridge and the unions that he has brought together. This woman is the unifier, the bridge. And we've got nasty ass jacks down here, deceivers, that have been feeding on the stars for centuries. Low-level devils, shortcut Charlie, sucking the life out of the feminines. They're afraid they didn't get your chariot. And you're not letting them on your chariot. You're like, you get out of here, nasty jack. And you know what? Your protector isn't going to let them on that damn chariot either. Nope, they're being let go. So there could be a vanishing point, or there could be a literal rapture. Apparently these people's savior or whatever is here. He could be sucking them all up and out of there. He's got to collect his life. So the thing that I got, you got some guy out there that's harvesting humanity and the inner sun, their soul, and harvesting that energy, that life force, and then saving the fallen angels, the devils, with that energy, giving them that identity so that they can then rise. It's been a swap this whole time. Everybody's been praying to a savior that's been taking their freaking life and giving it to freaking fallen angels. Thank you, Michelle. It's freaking wild. But he's not humanity's savior. They have been feeding on, and they nearly exterminated every single species of Homo sapiens. Yes, the prophecy is happening now. So we're looking at the history here of the pages. So nostalgia, young love. You could be looking, there could be a reunion. There could be a reunion with somebody that you have loved in the past. Like before you got trapped here and sucked into this delusion, this weird freaking thing where these deceivers got wrapped up in their grandiose delusions of themselves. They said they were the conquerors of the sun because they had trapped the stars of the celestial beings and were siphoning the life out of them, and they were using them as bridges and connectors into the celestial kingdoms and sacrificing the children and others in those spaces here, replacing them. They're in damn trouble because you're too damn. The temperance angel is too strong. The daughter of the lion is too strong, and she's united with the tribe of jaguar. You got these deceivers out there saying, oh, they're going to separate you. They're going to purge you. They're going to separate your root from your crown, and God is going to give them a smackdown. And they're probably going to get their livers fed to Anubis, and I don't care. How about that? They're in regret. Because they have failed to move against the high priestess. She has triumphed over them, sucking the life out of her, binding her to the foundation, and destroying her soul, her inner, and using her high priestess information, her celestial identity, to bring devastation to the realms. Well, she survived, you nasty ass, and she's in union here, and they're going to be bringing death and justice. Oh yes, the law of cause and effect. The golden rule, which is the only rule. If you want to be loved, then love people. If you want genocide, God is going to give you genocide. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're going to get genocide. While we got this Knight of Wands. Whoever's out here working the true work, bringing balance here, there's going to be some kind of a charity here. True work, generosity, harvest, reward, Knight of Wands. You're out here doing good work. And somebody is in despair because you're bringing an ending to the old cycle and bringing a new beginning for love. They're going to be lifted out of here. There's going to be some kind of a separation. They could just get, I've been picking up on some kind of a magnetic event where they, and I've said this a couple of times, where a lady in the astral showed me a Brussels sprout stalk. And she pulled one of the Brussels sprouts off and set it on the table, and it stayed. And she pulled another one off and set it on the table, and it snapped back. So there's like a magnetic transfer going on. It's going to be not only, so this transfer has already happened in the spiritual realms. The Queen Mother has already patented human genetics, and she has transferred all of the stolen merchandise. And there's a lot of other stuff going on. You got these nasty asses that are trying to undo the match, the union that her father has done. He separated them. He's like, he sees them. They deceived her. They, right at the gate, man. As soon as they walked in this place thousands of years ago, they turned on her. Said she was too immature and too sweet. She was no good for nothing except a battery source. They defiled and desecrated the daughter of the lion so badly, they nearly exterminated and snuffed out her celestial light. And God gave her a new match. Yeah. She's a sacred light and a sacred shadow. She walks hand in hand with life and death, you stupid fuck. Yeah, that's what you are. Go ahead, tell God what a good little soldier you are coming after his daughter. Go ahead. Go ahead. You go ahead. You're getting arrested. Getting arrested. There's legal matters for what all these sacrifices. They've been knifing people in their dreams, stealing their identities, masquerading in these celestial kingdoms as them while they unalive other people. They have brought devastation to all of the kingdoms, hijacking the GPS of those with spiritual gifts. These people have no credit. We're saying goodbye. Family. We're saying goodbye. And the old family that tried to break you is blocked. They will not be getting on your chariot. They will not be getting in your boat. This is a jackass that he feels like a jackass for what he did. You've illuminated the fact that they were sacrificing stars because they were sex addicts. They wanted to prostitute them. They wanted to prostitute their energy. Even if they weren't actually porking them, they needed the energy. These filth. While you were secluded, while you, the loving person, was left alone in heartbreak, they were mirroring you in the history. They were mirroring the queen bee. Oh, you're in trouble now. Massive regrets, ashamed for keeping you trapped in this round and round. God is delivering wrath. And I do not know what to tell you. The crown and the root, the heights and the lows, the heavens and the underworld are here protecting these stars. And you nasty ass deceivers out here who think that you're so grand, you're going to swallow your words. You've been accusing God's daughter of being a witch and a prostitute while you fucked the world over into death mode, you stupid ass. The truth is seen clearly. You thought that you were going to be able to alter the Akashic records to suit your illusion. Well, the soul record cannot be altered. And it's also a record that you can't read, but God can. And you did not get this woman's soul. You just tortured it. Thank you, Phoenix. Miss Bonnie Jo Smith. Oh, you're so sweet. They're afraid. The sex addicts are afraid. They've been harvesting celestial beings' sexual energy and calling themselves conquerors of the sun, bringing devastation through identity theft of the celestial kingdoms of sons and daughters of upper dimensional celestial beings. These women were never prostitutes, and even if they wound up in that field, it wasn't by choice. These people have been filing false paperwork regarding the strength, the abilities, and the heart's desire of women and men. And it's not very nice. So they're not getting on your boat. Six of Swords in the reverse. These sex addicts are afraid. They can't get on your boat. They're trapped. They're trapped because you're saying no. You're unburdening yourself. You're not dealing with these energy harvesters. You deserve sacred, loyal, faithful union. You deserve to have your powerful celestial essence honored. It's sacred. These people are drinking to cope. They might want to invite you out to a drink. They're trying to cope because you're releasing them. You're like, you're not going to get on my boat. You're going to get on down the road. I don't even care where you go. Just get on down the road. They're thinking about your balance. The balance of the temperance angel. No matter what they do, they can't knock you out. I mean, they might be able to disturb you a little bit, but they can't cause you any dis-ease. You're protected by God. And it's weird that these people who say they were part of God's army are trying to attack the daughter of God. It's weird. Well, eventually they're going to leave. Eventually they're going to leave. You're no longer going to go around and around. They cannot trap you here anymore. The royal mother and the royal father said, congratulations, you survived. You are identifiable. This is your last lifetime story. Nothing these people do can trap you, curse you, hold you back. They're done. They're done with those who carry the essence of the sun within them. This is the end of their relationship with batteries. The sun will never show for them again. They're done. Everything's going to cool way down for those who do not have Rainbow Covenant with God. They're not their own energetic supply. It's going to cool way down for them. You're no longer trapped. They cannot keep you. You're recovering from this stupid, egotistical brutalizer who ghosted you. You're getting detached. It could be that those who disrespected you and tried to destroy you are getting detached. We've got a Knight of Pentacles here. Intentions, expectations, perseverance. Black Horse, reliability. They know that you're reliable and you're persevering. You're getting what you wished for. Romance. These people were, their whole life, everything regarding romance was a lie with these people. They are in competition with the female. These men, they are in competition with the female. They want her gone. They want to eliminate the mother. And so they've been using romance and marriage to do such a thing. These men hate women. They prefer Men as lovers, they're from a dimensional space where there aren't any women. They were here trying to eliminate us, use us as birthing people, as their slaves. They wanted to defile us and hurt us in a bad way, and they have. And they have. And they will be hurt in return. There are much scarier entities that are as part of this new unification than these assholes. These men were in competition with women. That's how fucking great they are. They didn't want to fight with other men. And that's the thing about women beaters. They never want to fight with another man. Oh no, don't want to fight you, bro, but give me a bitch, I'll punch you the fuck out. Yeah, because you're a fucking coward. I don't doubt it, Marilyn Monroe's. They're looking to get back up into the heaven. They don't care what body they inhabit. These body snatchers, they body snatch. They gently unalive. It's like they have intercourse with somebody and then they gently unalive and then they crawl into the freaking body and become a woman or whatever. And then they file some false death certificate for themselves. It's a weird body snatching bullshit artistry by these entities posing as men. So we've got two here, Three of Pentacles, two, arm in arm, cooperating, collaboration. What do we got going on here? So we got no more toxic lifestyle. We got a commitment, no toxic lifestyle. These jackwagons have been deceiving. They've been driving people into misery, into suffering, and then they give them cigarettes. They give them, hybridized marijuana. They give them fentanyl and other kinds of drugs to kill the pain. They give them alcohol to open up the gates and loosen their hold over their mind. Just puppet, puppet, puppet. So there is an agreement. There's a cooperation here. No more toxic lifestyle. We're not doing that. Maybe you're not dealing with them. You're not collaborating with toxic people anymore. We've toxic people who have not mastered themselves. They're just deceivers, pretenders, raunchy little malicious, jealous bitches masquerading as men. And it makes me wonder if they are really Jezebel bitches that just inhabited the body of men in this other dimensional space to come over here and get rid of women. I don't know, man. It's really weird to me. But they're not a master. They haven't mastered themselves. They're very careless. Family. They were very careless with their family. They're not masters, mediocre. They didn't even try. They were sacrificing their own kids, eating them, and then being covered by the grace of their Holy Spirit. And this is just sick. It's gotten way out of hand. So they've been casting illusions over the mental body of divine feminines. But you know exactly what's going on here. You have grown and you have the ability to alchemize it. You might release it into the water a lot. Maybe you do your alchemy with water. And you're persevering. You're very resilient and determined with this Nine of Wands. They mishandled their family. They didn't teach them shit. They didn't teach them how to master themselves. They didn't teach them how to care about anybody. also, you're prayerful. You might talk to God, Goddess, Mother. You may be cantankerous like me sometimes. Somebody's getting cut out. There's somebody transitioning. There could be a major transition going on here. Some people may get lifted out. Now, somebody said he's here. Now, there's somebody out there who hates me, who is part of this group, who has, man, I've had to block them like 3 different times. But they came on my thing today under a new name, and they're like, he's here. And like, so this bitch who tried to take me out like 3 times is now all excited because the deceiver is here. Their deceiver. The ones who want to get rid of the females by pretending to love them so that they can prostitute them, so that they can use them. We got abandoned. There's some kind of a transition. God knows that the nasty shit that you people are pushing through the minds of the female, he knows very well that it doesn't belong to her because he knows her very well. He knows what her typical mindset is. And when you guys start pushing through your foul nature, God knows very clearly that you're being a fucking asshole, and you're probably going to get your shit kicked in a hurry. So don't blame the women that you are pushing this shit off onto. You're just a nasty jack that needs to fall down. Face first into the fucking hole of an ostrich. Cream you into that fucking dirt, bitch. Go back to the mother. You owe her oil. You owe her blood. We got disconnection here. So, somebody's getting detached. Or maybe those who abandon the twin flames are getting detached. Or it could very well be that the twin flames are going to leave. Or it could be that the power of the twin flames are detaching these nasty ass jacks. Take it as it resonates. Moving on. You could be moving on. The twin flames could be moving on. I mean, here, they can't keep you here. So it could just very well be that the twin flames, those who carry the essence of the sun in them, the inner soul, the solar plexus, your power source, you're moving away from these nasty ass jacks. They're no longer going to use your energy. And you know what's so wonderful is that God is so kind. He's really been putting up with the nastiness in the mind. He's patiently researching the truth of you versus the interference of you or happening to you. And I keep getting that song, "Don't want to lose you, baby." God doesn't want to lose any of us. But you got these men out there that are being deceptive regarding romance right now. Don't go on a date, whatever you do, man. These people need to stick a knife in an angel real bad so that they can continue pretending to be soldiers of God. They're not. They're deceivers. They're pimps. In the shadow, they're pimps. They're addicted to the sex of women, even though they hate women. They're getting blocked. Those people that were happily single, having sex with everybody at work, they're getting blocked because their true colors are seen. And the sweet talkers are running. The sweet talking, reckless sex, rainbow covenant, thieves, identity thieves, yeah, they're running now. They're running. You're married. They're fucked up over you. They're not happy. You got married. This star is married. The twin flames are here and they're leaving. And they're having pressure because they're backstabbing, Jezebel hoes. And God is like, God feels a certain way he's got feelings about the way that his beloved apples of his eye have been being treated with these no strings attached freaking energy harvesters. They do love spells. They come in, they attach, they have this big triangular fucking harvest game. It's a real good time for them. And we're saying goodbye. Pop the question. Okay, so we're saying goodbye to marrying mask-wearing assholes. No more marriage for the shady mask-wearing fools. Because the psycho was secretly bumping heads with people and stealing their identities, their intellectual property, their energy. And then they weren't doing shit except leading people down a path of incoherency. They were leading them straight into the devil's den for sex trafficking. They're being rejected, and that is shocking news. Thugs are being rejected. These nasty asses who think they're better than everybody else, and everybody else better just get it together because they look down their nose at you. While they have no compassion, no care, obviously they haven't suffered yet. So, they don't know what it's like. Bad news, we got some funerals. And it could be that there are some funerals that they married. It could be that the fake people that got married are dying off because they can't harvest energy anymore. And it could just very well be that the energy is too high now. They can't be in the energy. It's too high. That's killing them. And before my mother died, she came, the last time I saw her, I hadn't seen her in like 7 years, and she came to see me because she came to see my brother, so she thought she'd stop in and see me. But she told me the last time I saw her that to be in my energy actually caused her pain. That's what divine feminines are. My mother came from in the dream space or in the astral space. I saw her in a very dark place. She was shooting arrows, ricocheting them off the wall and getting them outside. And in this space, there were lots of rings, but there were no diamonds. And during her life, my mother was a diamond fiend, man. She had a safe full of them. She wanted diamonds. Any chance she could get, she wanted diamonds. And it's because of where she came from. There were rings, but the setting was, there was no diamond, there was no stone, there was nothing. So, very, very low vibrational is what my mother was. And when I was in her presence, it literally caused her pain. So these guys, they get together and they wanna take you out. You're too powerful. Your energy is too much. They don't want you having that high vibe energy. They want you in fear. They want you being prostituted. That's what these nasty jacks did to the whole world. They desecrated and defiled everyone and everything. And they're getting blocked. They're very mad. They want to take out a divine feminine or body snatcher or whatever by transferring or projecting these illusionary thoughts. They want people to think of you as being angry or whatever, but you're not. And you alchemize it. You're an alchemist. You may work with water to do it. These people don't alchemize shit. They just run around carrying all these knives, looking for a woman to stick one in. First, they got to befriend the men, and so only when convenient. Only when convenient. So they're afraid because they're a sex addict and they only use you when convenient. They didn't dedicate themselves, respect you, offer to be a supported factor in your life, help you build or grow or have a family. Nothing. They didn't give a shit. They were sex harvesting. So what? They come in, they deflower the girls, and then you spend the rest of your freaking life alone while they prostitute your womb from an unseen space. Shallow how? is not getting in your boat. Six of Swords in the reverse. It's like, nope, sorry, absolutely the F not. Get on down the road, buddy. They're trapped because of your saying no. You're saying no to drinks. You're saying no to sex. You're saying no, you're not getting on my boat. This is a no contact zone. Because real eyes see the real lies. No drinks. These guys are trying to cope, man. You're letting it go. No contact zone. Get the F out. They know, oh, they're like drinking. They're like, oh no, look at him. Look at him. He's like, oh no, what do I do? What do I do? I can't get in that boat. No, you can't get on. You cannot get on that mother's celestial ship. No. No, you're not going to get on this woman's ship and then trap her here again. No, that's her ship. She's going home. And she's taking whoever she wants to with her. And it's not you, Nasty Jack. It ain't you. I wasn't dissing my mom at all. I said that she could not stand to be in the energy. She did her very best. She didn't abandon me. And I had food every day. They're not going to trap you in this round and round. Because it's over. It's being done now. There's no more denying it. They left you alone. They abandoned you and then they brutalized you. The Divine Masculine stated that they gave you nothing but non-stop burdens. They didn't even let you come up for air. And you had to try to be happy anyway. So you're recovering. You're recovering from this nasty ass ghosting you and choosing somebody else. All they needed was to shag and tag your freaking rainbow chakra so that he could give her your spiritual identity. They needed to turn you into a ghost so that she could wear your spiritual identity. So we got the Knight of Pentacles here, persevering, getting their wish. You're making your wish. And you're done explaining. There's no more justifying this behavior. There's no more justifying this behavior. Divine Feminine is getting her wish. Her energy is protected and there's a silent exit happening. This person was very deceptive regarding romance, all of the romance. These people cast the illusions that the human females were just animal, trash, dime a dozen whores. Because they ghosted us and then dressed one up in our energy. Thank you, Marilyn Monroe's. And the truth hurts. The truth hurts. They're undergoing a reality check. These people are very deceptive. Some people that are married in that space are going to start having funerals because they can't be in the energy. They're going to short circuit. They will perish. They can't live in the high vibration, and that's why they wanted everybody in pain and suffering and lust. Because they're low vibrational entities. They can't live in the high vibration of the sun. They need to hurt it so that it's in a suffering state before they can harvest it and then, do more mean things with it. But the truth is out. You're seeing with clear eyes. These people, you can't save them. We need a whole new set of, and it's not even a lie. I mean, the Georgia Guidestones, I really don't even think it's a lie. I think that maybe there is 500 million human beings, and the rest of them are just other species people playing around with our genetics, our DNA, which they're in big ass trouble for. They've been playing with the patented genetics belonging to the Queen of Heaven and her husband, God. You guys, these people are in trouble. They stole celestial knowing and genetics. So we got Three of Pentacles here. Three of Pentacles. We've got cooperation, collaboration. You are in a commitment. You're very skilled. Neither of you have a toxic lifestyle. You're cutting out toxic lifestyles. You're two with the power of three. It could be that you're just not, you don't have a toxic lifestyle. You're not out there doing what these glory hounds do. The trust has been broken. So you're no longer dealing with these people who have toxic lifestyles, people who go out and party, people who are just whatever, loosey-goosey floozies, whatever the hell. You're not dealing with them anymore. Because of the lies, because of the cheating. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. They're just mediocre family members. They don't want to be a success story. They don't want to get out there and really become something. They just want to glorify themselves in front of paparazzi. And they've lost you. You're making your power move. You're walking away. These are very low vibrational sex addicts in the shadow, and they've been siphoning your energy and playing with your identity in the celestial realms while harming your celestial family. These people are in trouble. Right now, they're hoping to cast illusions over the mind of Divine Feminine, but you're a master alchemist, and you're going to persevere through that with prayer. You're with faith. You are connected to Source. And you got these nasty jacks out there. See, they've had you disconnected for some time. There was an illusion. They had your crown was hexed and cursed. They had you shut down in every way. They were lying. So now we've got, what do we got? We got the Eight of Cups. There's a transition or a moving on or a release, a letting go, some kind of a detachment of the twin flames. People are getting removed from the twin flames. God said the sun will never show for them again. So I don't know if we're staying here or if we're leaving. Take it as it resonates. Let's get some more clarification. We got letting go of the twin flames, letting go of the energy. What do we got for the twin flames? We got letting go. Something's happening. Nothing adds up. Abandonment, detachment, twin flames, nothing adds up. Confused as hell. Emotional chaos. Love bombing. So it's like those people who had abandoned the twin flames, leaving them confused as hell by messing with their sexuality, love bombing them, using relationship to cause destruction in people's lives. They're being lifted up out of there. They've been leaving people confused as hell. Nothing adds up. Everybody is confused as hell because of all this love bombing. You got these nasty ass jacks who tell God that they're God's men, good family men, but these human women are just a bunch of prostitutes, drug addicts, what the fuck ever. Yeah, because they were replacing you with their devil women, while they were in the dark siphoning your sacral essence. They were using you as an emotional utility. They were using you to tap and tag, shag and tag, hit it and quit it. They needed to connect to your rainbow chakra, your covenant, so that they could cast illusions over your mind and leave you there while ghosted, shut you down, and then dress up some other floozy in your energy so that they can go out there and be a sex addict and then pose the illusion that it was you. It was not you. They needed to dump their nasty, dark energy onto you. They needed the connection. You're just a recycled toilet for a fucking gigolo pimp. What a nasty ass. They're not able to manipulate you anymore. They can't manipulate you anymore. You're not having it. You're not having it. Because you're healed, not hooked. You're free and detached. You're free and detached from those who twisted the truth about you. You choose yourself and you're blocking and blessing them. And then this one says block AF. So it's block and bless, but they keep pushing in. So it's a block AF. It's like, okay, block and bless. And those people who keep pushing in on you, you're like, block AF, Jack. They used you like emotional trash. They threw you away. These are not responsible godly men. These are bitches. There's nothing worse than a man who is a lover of men sexually, who's trying to destroy women because of his bitchy little jealousy. And he's got so much nastiness inside of him, and he projects it all out at the woman. You're all doing all right. I hope the chat session, the chat isn't too messy. No, honey, I'm seriously not. Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out. There's nothing to be jealous of. And you know, that's the other thing too. It's gay men that like to talk about people being jealous. Honey, there's nothing to be jealous of. I am far more sufficient, self-sufficient than most of the men out there that I have met that are still single. Oh yeah, they're still looking for a mama to move in with so they can get their panties washed. And she's not going back into the ashes either. This is her last lifetime story. These ones will never broadcast prostitution movies around about us throughout the cosmos again. They're gonna fuck off. If anybody's broadcasting any fucking porn about anybody, it's gonna be about these nasty asses getting shagged by somebody a lot meaner than them. They're gonna fuck off. They're not as mean as they thought they were, and they're certainly not as powerful. There's something happening, and somebody in power was surrounded by his guides or whatever. And he said, is there any way I can shut this down? And it's like, no, Divine Feminine's rising. The mind is rising. We're coming back online with source connection. True telepathy, not this false telepathy, this AI invasive crap. They can't stop it. They want to. They got all kinds of things in place, you know. They got all kinds of nano dust, smart dust. They got all kinds of stuff going on. And we got drinks. They're not able to manipulate you. Somebody's out drinking. Look, they've got drinking. Somebody wants to get you to have drinks. They only use you when convenient. Somebody might be drinking. And look, they're here in the challenge position. They're drinking here too. They're drinking here too because it's a no contact zone. Real eyes see the real lies. These are just energy harvesting, freaking rainbow chakra covenant stealers, identity thieves, giving our identity to women that are not angels, honey. Oh no. And then they have what, multiple clones of them out there gyrating all over everybody throughout the freaking planet. Cool down. It's a no contact zone. The illusion is cracked and there is a cool down. So the sun will not show for them again. They will not be having sex with anybody who has the sun inside of them. They will not be harvesting our warm little bodies anymore. And they will not be using our temples as bridges and connectors to our celestial family in those upper dimensional kingdoms, queendoms. It's done. It's done. Bastet, Amun Ra, he who rules over the land of Trine, this is a union. It's unified. There's no more. Anybody fighting against this union is fighting against God. So if they say they're on God's army, they're not fighting for who the unifier is. They're not fighting for the unifier. So yeah, you are balanced. Two of Pentacles. You are the star. You have the energy that can heal, that can rejuvenate, that can bring hope to the planet. It's happening now. There's no more denying it. You have the energy. You are the star. You are the source of the energy. And they're no longer going to keep you bound here, trapped here. You have the natural born talent. The talent always was yours, but you had this nasty ass man out there siphoning your freaking energy, your mind, your gifts, your power, your authority, dressing up in it. He dressed up in your covenant and then killed the planet while raping everybody. And then calling himself God's commander, or a commander, the conqueror of the sun. So you're recovering from this conflict of being ghosted, this third party sacrificial fucking rainbow covenant identity thief system of profit that they got going on. And they're going to have eternal regret for this. They're out there crying about their fate. And the thing about it is, I'm not allowing myself to feel any way which about it, because it's been centuries and God is finally here saying, you shall not touch her. And I'm like, whoa, I'm not getting involved, man. People are out there hollering, calling out. They want somebody to help them because they're seen as innocent. And they got this powerful light and they want to be covered by this powerful light. And it's like, but they tried to kill you. They tried to bury you in the hell that they now find themselves in. Why would you ever want to swap places again? I mean, forgotten person. You're done explaining. You don't know who these people are. These are people from the past. Many lifetimes they've been recycling you through sacrifice and rebirth, sacrifice and rebirth. Dump the stuff on your soul, make you pay for their sin. It's bullshit. You're getting your freaking wish. You're done explaining it. Your energy is protected from this forgotten person, this deceiver. Your energy is protected from this forgotten person, this deceiver. They cannot harvest you anymore. Their magic is weak. It's not nearly as intense as it once was. Seven of Swords, deception regarding romance. They were using relationship to bring devastation to souls, to minds, to hearts, to love, to celestial kingdoms, and their continuation with these divine, highly freaking valuable celestial beings. The truth hurts. We're going under a reality check. We got people in these upper dimensional spaces that are married, but they're married to the replacement, the devil replacement of their spouse or whoever that was sacrificed. They've been doing it with the children so that when they grow up to be adults, they've been blended thoroughly into the community. But I think there's a lot of disappointment because of how thoroughly saturated everything is with these thieves, these parasites. You've got sixth sense regarding the hidden truth. So you're connected to source and you know what's going on here. You can see clearly, and the truth hurts. You may be from this space. You may, like the daughter is from this kingdom. I mean, this could be where they were all captured from. Take it as it resonates. Three of Pentacles, commitment, collaboration, no more drinking, no more toxic lifestyle. We've got cooperation. Because drinking, it loosens your control over your mind, your mental gate into the celestial realm, into your upper dimensional soul tribe and all of that. So it loosens the control over your mental gate, your crown, and it also opens up all of the gates on your rainbow. And then you're just a playing field for principality parasites. Those of us who came up out of that and overcame it, we know what we're talking about, okay? Promises are shattered. There's broken trust. These people that were supposed to guide and care for humanity into a state of excellence, they drove everybody into failure. They drove everybody into loss, into peasantry, into language that isn't very intelligent, into music that just has you running around grunting like freaking monkeys, man. Nobody even sings anymore. They're grunting like monkeys or humping the floor. You're a fiercely independent woman. These people have broken your trust. You're not dealing with toxic people anymore. They aren't masters. They are careless about family and they've lost you. This is the final straw. You will not support them anymore. Whoever you are, this star that they've had trapped here, and there's many of you, so you're not supporting them anymore. They have been driving families into a status of animal instinct and survival mode, fucking everything. They were supposed to elevate people into the kingdom, and instead they drove everybody into this. And they paid these people. They paid these people to go hit it, quit it, shag it, tag it, harvest it. So they lost you. This is a final straw. You're making a power move. You have transformed and evolved through the suffering, and you're making changes here. The whole purpose is to provide a peaceful, settled foundation where people aren't struggling or strapped or worried about how they're gonna protect, survive, feed themselves, pay their bills, so that they can focus on their relationship with the divine, with their celestial family, so that they can receive their messaging and then actually birth into the realm what they're here to do. But we got trapped into this freaking 9 to 5 and peasantry. It kept us in a status of living paycheck to paycheck. And now these rich people are all upset that the Queen Mother is taxing them. They want their tax-free existence. And she's like, Bafong freaking goo, you owe, buddy. And you can get 86 out of your house just like any freaking buddy else. They owe back taxes like crazy. They're going to lose their businesses. So everybody's in a eternal regret for leaving you single, for just leaving you on your own, for bailing on you, for having a great fuck fest while slandering you and transferring all of their nasty shit onto you. We got a Knight of Pentacles who has persevered. Maybe you've ridden that horse. Maybe you're riding that horse. Maybe you are the horse. Male or female, it's a powerful energy and you're getting your wish. You're done explaining. Your energy is protected from this forgotten person, an old friend, some nasty ass from the past. And they will not be encountering you. Nope, they will not be coming into your energy. You don't have to worry about it. They're not permitted into your energy. This is a no contact zone. Anybody who tries to get into your energy will lose their life, or they're going to wind up somewhere where they're not going to be happy. They should just go ahead and be satisfied with what they got. We got deceptive masculine energy, whatever the hell, regarding romance. The truth hurts. It was all deceptive. None of it was true. Unless, of course, you were a peasant who they didn't consider valuable. You're using your intuition, and this is you found the hidden truth. The hidden truth hurts. You were the treasure. Your mind, your energy, you were the treasure, but they didn't like your personality, so they kept recycling it. They didn't like you. So they kept making you forget who you thought you were and just kept recycling you through and through and through. Stealing your identity, wearing your identity, your true identity. Snake. So there's illusions. They're hoping to cast illusions over your mind, but you're a master alchemist and you're just alchemizing it. And you're determined to move through this. You're resilient. You're prayerful. You are connected to source. And it's very clear that this snake is a liar. The snake is a liar. You've solved the mystery. We've got abandonment of the twin flames by love bombing, leaving you confused as hell. Nothing is adding up. What's going on with this? Is this a new thing or what is this? We got pet clown. Nothing is adding up. So there's discontentment with the twin flame thing. Nothing was adding up. It was love bombing. They were animals, clowns, actors, actresses. All right. Animals wanting revenge, acting like clowns. This is the outgoing energy. So it could just very well be those who abandoned the twin flames with love bombing, leaving you confused as hell and emotional chaos. Being inconsistent. Your gut knows that they are just a bunch of animals playing, performing. They're a bunch of clowns. They're a bunch of clowns. The rose is being reconciled. You are the master. The rose is being reconciled. These people have to be silent. These performers are going silent, and there is no more prostitution. They're no longer going to be singing your soul song, wearing your identity. They're no longer going to be talking in your head, and they're no longer going to be fucking people, making pornography, wearing your energy. You've solved, look, miss you. These people who used you as a street exhibit, they miss you. Oh, no, no. You solved the illusion. You never gave up hope. The shadow was mirroring everybody, but you remained firm in the face of these uninvited guests, these people who kept sacrificing you. And you've solved the puzzle of these people who have been gambling your life force, your life. And now the light is going out for them. They will never siphon you again. Divine timing, you're getting a miracle. The scales are being balanced. They're a clown, and we're breaking up with the clown. There is a separation, and you are ascending. The uninvited guest in this space is running away. They don't belong there. They don't get to be there. They're going to be hunted. They got to get kicked out. This independent woman is home, this star. Powerful light, powerful shadow. And you got these nasty asses trying to split her, trying to separate the root from the crown. They want to separate her shadow from her light. They want to destroy this temperance angel, this planetary stabilizer. Rooted and crowned, connected, bridged, bringing homeostasis to the middle ground proper. You're getting a new beginning. There's a new beginning for money, and this is divine intervention. There's a reset. You found the core of the problem, and the key people who are bedroom trash, or prostituting everybody, or treating people as though they are, or these worthless bedroom trash. And maybe you have discovered who they are in the sacred haven. Those people, those third-party toxic replacements, those criminals sacrificing lovers and friends. You have investigated and explored. The apple has investigated and explored, or there has been an investigation looking for the apples, the daughters divine. Those addicts that were committed to torturing you. This person who swore an oath to protect you was an addict, is an addict, and they were committed. They were supposed to protect you, but instead they tormented you. They bound you and tormented you. There's photographic evidence of it, and you're letting them go. You're releasing them. They got to release the records. They got to release the records, so they got to let it go. Everything, every lie that they told about the rose. So somebody's afraid, or there's this hidden sex addiction. They were only using women or men when it was convenient. You're not dealing with any more manipulative people. You're not going to deal with these only use you when convenient, these sex addicts. They want to come in and hit it and quit it, but they don't want to be there for you. They don't want a relationship, a partnership, a marriage that lasts for decades. No, they just want to come in and get some sexual energy. And you're like, fucking get lost. Get lost, man. They want to download their fucking nasty devil chaos into you so they can tap your rainbow covenant and take all your spiritual value. The moon. The moon. So we got the moon. Somebody's afraid of, these sex addicts are afraid, or they were trying to hide the fact that they're a sex addict. They were using people shallowly, only hitting and quitting it, shagging it and tagging it, just binding themselves to the rainbow covenant of people, and then hijacking their spiritual identity while sacrificing them into the underworld, into the darkness. That's what they were doing. Going for drinks, getting people drunk, and then what? You wind up under the moon. You wind up in the dark. You're no longer accepting this kind of manipulation. Like, nah, don't want drinks, man. They're not getting in your boat. You're not letting them on your chariot. You're saying no. This is a no contact zone. They're drinking to cope with it. They're trying to cope with the fact this is a no contact zone. You see clearly how they've been using you for sex. They've just been harvesting your power energy, your powerful freaking energy, and then pretending that they are powerful. So there's a cool down. No contact zone. We're not doing this sex stuff. The real eyes can see the real lies. Some of these people, they're harvesting energy by having sex, but they're very, very dark entities. The only reason that they even look like they're not is because they've been shagging and tagging temperance angels in the community. They could be challenged that you are restoring temperance in the community by cutting out reckless sex. And you can see when they're not harvesting off of you, their light dims. You can see that they don't actually belong there because they're not producing the energy. They're not who they say they are. So you are balanced. You were able to be flexible, Star, and you were able to rejuvenate and recover from whatever it was these people have done to you. There's no more dragging on. There's no more round and round. You're done. This is your last lifetime story. The royal mother said, this is it. These people are done. God said this, the sun will not show for them anymore. So the royal mother says, you're out of here. The royal father says they're going to get what they deserve. And this is the end of them using you as a battery. It's done. The natural talent, the natural light, all of this connection, the true connection, it belongs to you. The identity is yours. I mean, this true celestial sons and daughters are seen clearly, as well as the frauds, because of this no contact zone. You can see very clearly who's producing the energy, who belongs there, and who doesn't. All right, so you're recovering and experiencing a renewal after this conflict with these men. These men wanted to compete with women, and they hate them and they want them gone because where they come from, there are no women, but they need to harvest the womb, tap into the celestial kingdoms, and then drain that value out so they could be rich, wealthy people. So anyway, they ghosted you. They've been sacrificing people. The third party betrayed you, replaced you, and they're having eternal regret for leaving you alone. You are protected. You are resting. You are recovering. They could be getting laid to rest. Anybody who tries to get in your energy is going to get laid to rest. You are protected and you are recovering. These people left you alone. They stranded you. So we got a Knight of Pentacles. You could be in the energy. You're persevering. You're making a wish. You're getting a wish. You're done explaining. Your energy is protected from this forgotten person. They will not be coming to encounter you. They are not permitted into your energy. They cannot come into your space if they try. No devils wearing masks. This forgotten person is not allowed in your energy. No encounters with devils wearing a mask. Yep, not going to do that. Not going to do that. No forgotten person, devil wearing a mask. Absolutely not. Masks are off. They cannot come into your energy. It's forbidden. But they don't follow the rules anyway. The talent is yours. Look, you're speaking up and you're offering abundance, abundant talent. You're rejuvenating everything. You're restoring the life to everything that these ones have been sucking out of everything. You being present heals. And these ones have been siphoning your energy, and they nearly exterminated your light, your celestial, powerful light. These gluttonous cowards, man. Masquerading as though the talent belonged to them, and they used your skill, your energy to hurt and destroy and desecrate others while blaming you for doing it. Gluttonous cowards. They'll never take responsibility for anything unless they're forced to, because they can't even look at themselves in the mirror unless they're looking at a mask. Past lives. The hidden truth hurts. It was deception. So deception regarding romance. The truth hurts about past lives. We're going through a reality check. These people have been sacrificing us for lifetimes. You're using your intuition, your sixth sense about the hidden truth. This could have started way back here. Some deception. They convicted somebody of a sex crime or some kind of weird thing, and then they banished her. They banished this woman. They banished the person who had the energy to heal the planet from the garden. And then they prostituted everybody and sacrificed everybody and fed on them energetically and the flesh. These people are sick. And now they're done. They're just done. There's a separation coming. Joy. You've got the sixth sense about the hidden truth. It could be bringing some kind of joy. The tip of the iceberg. People are happy. You're the hidden truth. You're showing the truth about these deceptive males that were trying to exterminate the mothers. By presenting themselves as husbands. There was some kind of a collaboration, or two have become the power of three. Take it as it resonates. You're no longer dealing with those who have a toxic lifestyle. The trust has been broken with powerful divine feminines. They no longer trust these entities. They cannot be here. They've been raping children, animals, and the women. And then they've been gender altering the men and raping them too. These people are sick. They've been completely trying to destroy humanity. They've nearly succeeded. There has to be a lot of changes regarding protections of the soul and the gates of the rainbow covenant and the mind connected to the celestial kingdoms. There has to be enforced changes here, because these nasty ass principalities have hijacked these spaces because of these toxic lifestyles and these stupid sex addictions. There has to be implementation of strict safety protocols regarding the safety of the soul or the inner sun of the humanity. And it's not just for humanity, but it's for the celestial kingdoms that gives them the light. God has to protect his own space by protecting what's here. Because you can be used as a bridge and a connector to that space, and God's done fucking fighting with these principalities, these sex addict, murderous thieves. No, sorry, bro, you're not gonna do it. And if that means we got to get rid of this kind of shit, then we're just gonna get rid of this kind of shit. We have to. They left you stranded in the past. Natural born talent. The talent that the world needed to survive. Not just the people and the plants and all that, but the world, the planet needed your celestial light to survive. So we got patience and death. It could be that Every time your emerald heart was shattered and somebody made a necklace out of it and presented themselves as you, you came into alignment. So you came into more and more alignment. Every time they shattered your heart, you had to, what? Build another ball, stack it up, get it to go, get it to go. Very patiently through death and transmutation, transformation, evolution, you were able to come into alignment. Fiercely independent. And you were able to make changes and bring an end to this nastiness. These ones are out there spewing angry accusations about this woman, these women. They're trying once again to call you witches because you're reading cards, because you're psychic. They're trying to say that who you're listening to is a devil. It's like, no, asshole, all those ones left. They've already been reallocated to their proper dimensional space by he who actually has authority. So they're just a mediocre, hit it, quit it, shag it, tag it, fuck off all day, family kind of people, and they have lost you. This is the final straw. You've evolved through this nasty shit, and you're like done. You're done. It's like, hey, there's no building a family with you. You mediocre, deceptive, pimp thief. Fuck off and die. Let the sun go out for you. You have evolved, you've transformed, and you are getting the fruits from source. You are reconnected. And they've lost you. They will never trap you or your talent or your gifts or your source connection. They will never use you as a bridge to the celestial kingdom from which you hail ever again. They're going to suffer greatly for the damages that they have done in all of these spaces and places. And they want to sit here and threaten people like me and you for speaking freely on this little network right here. Dudes, you got a lot more shit to be freaking worried about than what I'm saying. You got so many more bigger problems than me. Yeah. So they're trying to cast illusions over the mental body of divine feminines, but you're a master alchemist. You could be using water and others to freaking get yourself purified. You are resilient and determined to move through this challenge. You're done. You're so freaking done. It's like done. You are source connected. You are source connected, and you are praying for boundaries regarding the snake. You're praying, you're source connected. They can see the snake's lies, and you have boundaries. You have boundaries. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, twin flames, letting go. They got to let go of the twin flames. There's some kind of a transition. Those who abandoned the twin flames have to release them. They cannot hold on to them. It could be that those who are portraying themselves as a twin flame, but they're just a devil wearing a mask. It could be that they're just going to get taken out. Removed. They can't come into your energy. They can't come into your energy. So those who abandoned the twin flames, love bombing them, causing confusion, confused as hell. Nothing was adding up. God's like, nothing's adding up. What are all these false reports? So what? What we found out is that we got animals here pretending. Nothing adds up. They're abandoning the twin flames and they're replacing them with these stupid freaking animals pretending to be a twin flame. And they're just a clown, a freaking performer. They don't heal, they don't create, they don't produce, they don't share. If they do produce, it's just some fucking perfume or some whack job clothesline. They don't actually produce anything to share with the community, to improve or the community. It's just for profit. Ensnarement. They probably do magic over their stupid products to harvest the souls that buy it. Circle. There's a whole circle of clowns. Nothing adds up. You got a whole circle of clowns here performing. And they got a script, and it's perfect. They got the perfect clothes, the perfect shoes, the perfect house. Everything's proper. It's all scripted, man. The only people that are living reality are people like you and me, having regular lives. All of the other stuff is just a fucking illusion. Grandiose delusions about your leaders and their power. What the fuck, man? They're not even connected to God. They're freaking devil, sex addict, harvesting pimps of the freaking realm, man. That's their greatest profit system, is trafficking humans. I can't believe people are actually looking at them as though they're valid leaders. Fuck. Fuck, man. You got knowledge over the magician, or there is knowledge of a magician, because what is this? You've got the sun, the daughter of the lion, rebirth, knowledge of the magician, the magic, the illusions that they've been doing over the mind of the women, casting them as what? Basket cases, whatever. They got their script, their radio show, their Wi-Fi, Microsoft streaming bullshit that they run and force into the receiver, transmitter, communication system, original organic device of the divine. Your offering is making people uneasy. You're inspiring people, teaching balance. Look, these people, you are protected from these religious people, from these police officers, whoever these people are that got a big ass opinion about your big loving heart. You're protected. You're protected from them. You're grounded. You're one with the mother, the planetary mother. You are one of the stabilizers and the energy necessities of this planet. So, those gatekeepers, or maybe you in isolation, you're making your move. You could be making your move in isolation, or maybe you're making your move on those gatekeepers that kept you isolated. So the gatekeepers who kept you isolated, you could be making your move on them. Love is moving on. Oh, love is making them fall apart. Why? Because God forgives the healer. Because what these people were doing with the healer's energy was foul, was heinous. But it wasn't you. You're a beautiful, loving, caring, nurturing woman. Caretaker. High priestess. And you got these nasty ass sex addict, pimp, fucking rapists out there selling false stories about you being this person that they were trying to cultivate every freaking buddy into being. It was a lie, man. They were using your energy to cast the illusion. The sleeping spell has ended. There's no more. It's fleeting. The attack is fleeting. This religious, they were attacking you. They could have been using somebody in the shadow to attack you while you were sleeping. It's fleeting. The secret garden. Look, you're the one who rewrote your mind. You're the one who takes care of your mental body. You're the one who knows how to do it, how to protect it, how to get away from these AI, tech junkie, Microsoft streaming, radio show, freaking Hulu crap through your mind. So you're bringing back to the secret garden the information on how to take care of and protect your mind from the history of what these people have been doing. Protect your memories, protect your identity, protect your communications device. The messages that they force through the system are sometimes so angry, so vile, and it's just, and then they jump on the court right away, and they try to say, see, listen, they got anger problems. It's like, no, bitch, that's just your freaking Microsoft streaming of an anger radio show through the receiver of a powerful organic being. When we pick up communications of source divine, we're also picking up communications of the atmosphere. And unfortunately, the atmosphere here has been saturated with sex addict, pimp, murderous thieves calling themselves men, trying to destroy women. I don't have anything against gay men, but anybody who wants to try to destroy a woman out of jealousy, then dude, that is like a threat, a hazard. Nobody gives a shit. Go back to your dimension where there's nothing but gay men. Go, be happy, man. Why are you here making life miserable for women when you don't love them? Oh, it's because the wealth is there. The money's there. God's favor is there. God's favor is there. They have to get connection to the woman in order to be connected to God's favor. Why? They gain a contract and then they flip, copycat, and replace so that they can then be the only one standing there with God's favor with your replacement who's harvesting your mind. These nasty ass men that have been portraying themselves as having God's favor, they don't. They're dressed up in somebody else's identity. We got unexpected income. You're getting unexpected income. Somebody's drinking, they're afraid. You're getting unexpected income. You're no longer manipulative. You're not dealing with it anymore. You're not letting them aboard your chariot. You're not letting them in your boat. You're not giving them a ride anywhere. You're avoiding them. They're trapped. You're saying no to them. They're drinking to cope. It's a no contact zone. Real eyes see the real lies. These people are lying. So there's a cool down with the connection between male and female in the community with the temperance angels, because you've got nasty ass jacks there who are just siphoning the energy. They're not producers of the energy. They've only used romance in order to siphon the energy of stars. They don't actually have light in them. They're just a masquerader, a freaking clown. A freaking clown performing. He's just a clown. Siphoning the wealth out of the temperance angels and the celestial kingdoms. Fraudulently. They're disconnected from the universe. They don't have connection to the universe. They don't have connection to the universe. The only way they get connection to this is if they marry into the clan and connect to the energy who has connection to the universe. They found a loophole. You're balanced, you're the star. They can't keep you here. You're not going to go round and round. You've learned your lessons. There's no more denying it. You are the source of the energy. The talent belongs to you. You've cut through the lies of nasty Jack pimp, raping everybody, PDF filing the children. Fuck. Nasty ass. Resilience is your superpower. They left you stranded in the past, but your strength is bringing you forward abundantly, or you have abundant strength. Your resilience is your superpower, surviving and thriving under harsh conditions, adaptability built for survival, intentional living, and self-sufficient. You've cut through the crap of these nasty asses messing you up, man. Harvesting you and your identity, masquerading as you. You've cut through the confusion. You have clarity. You got your sword raised. You got your sword raised. You're like, hey, they knew you were coming into income and they tried to take you out and they're still trying. Their life is now yours because their life was always yours. This is just a principality living in an animated corpse. The only reason they're not decomposing and crawling with maggots is because they're out there having sex with everybody. Spirit guides are your shield. You're protected. You are resting. You're going to go ahead and heal. These people are in eternal regret for leaving you alone, for treating you like a whore and treating you very bad, trying to get you to feel bad about yourself, trying to get you to take yourself out, trying to get you to be seen as garbage in the eyes of your celestial Father. By harvesting your identity and acting like a fucking whore and other murderous whore. No pity. If they survive, I thought I heard God say now, they got to go walk the walk, the impossible walk that you've been walking. If they survive, then they will come into a reward. They got to go walk the walk that they made you walk while they were siphoning your gain, your reward. They got to go earn it properly. Because you've ascended to the highest level of human existence. They cannot hold you back anymore. They cannot hold you back. There will be no devils wearing angels' robes. There will be no devil coming into your space trying to meet you from some space, some old friend. You've ascended far, far beyond them, even while the whole lot of them was cursing you with death and failure. Not only did you survive all of these men trying to destroy you, but you went the full length of the way. You went all the way, all by yourself, with only God here with you. These people were deceiving about romance. The truth hurts. You can see it very clearly. In the past lives, they've been sacrificing their wives, their husbands, and they've been dressing up devils in their energy. It's been crazy. You've got discernment here. You know the hidden truth. It could have been going on a long time, and now we've got joy. People are happy. You've discovered the tip of the iceberg. You can really lay it to rest now. This whole scamming of celestial beings and soul, you can finally lay it to rest. Because the thief will no longer be stealing your property. You're joyful. There's no more thievery. No more thievery. The thief is going away. They're not stealing your energy, your time, your money, your property, nothing. The mother stated, they will not be cursing your land or your business. You're going to be free to live your life without having to worry about somebody sticking the knife in you 47 times. Thank you, Candy. You know, that's only the first time I did that. You know, usually I get a little bit crazy in the bath water, but I had a dance because they were pushing this stuff through my head, and it's like, you bastards. So I had to scream it out. What can I say? Sometimes it looks like that, and it looks really freaking scary when you're screaming at the freaking principality trying to push their shit into your brain. It's like, you prick, get out, right? Oh, I'm sorry for my language again. I've really been cussing a lot lately. I gotta freaking pay more attention to that. burning bridges. There's no burning bridges. No burning bridges for you. You've got a commitment. There's no toxic lifestyle. The trust has been broken. They lied about you hard. These people, look, they lied about you hard. That you don't have a toxic lifestyle. You don't have a toxic lifestyle. They lied about you hard. You're a freaking powerhouse. A powerhouse. And they wanted to keep you here to sexually harvest you. They get off on it. That's how they freaking, they wanted to harvest you in the midnight hour. Dream lover bullshit, right? They get off on that. Yeah. So look, you're a powerful independent. That they've lied. This was a big fat lie. You were very, very patient while they kept shattering your heart, and you kept having to put yourself back together. You have evolved through all of it. And that's the one thing that God, that's the only thing he ever, and he never even asked me. He just reminded me. Patience, patience, patience. I mean, a lot of people out there are saying they get direction and all of that, but no. I mean, all I ever got was patience. He asked me to be patient. Your bridge is not being burned. You're welcome there. You were patient throughout the birth and death cycle. Perhaps you're being asked to be patient while this is being put to death. Your bridge isn't being burned this time. There's forgiveness here. These people were very mediocre family. They lost you. It's a final straw. You're making a power move. You evolved through all of the suffering, and you are reconnected to Source, or you are connected to Source. Absolutely connected to Source. Somebody's enraged. Somebody's confused. They're so mad. These people who were very careless with family. They didn't care about family. So they lost you. You're like, fine, you don't care about family? Well, I'm not going to sit here and support you then. This is the Queen Mother who came here to support these low-life people so that they could get their shit together and elevate. And what did they do? They trapped her. They consumed her within an inch of her freaking celestial soul's existence. So now, because they were very careless regarding family, they were prostituting, sacrificing their wives, sacrificing their children, eating them, dressing up in their energy, telling God how pure they are and how much they love Him. Oh, come on, man. They don't care about family. They brutalized it, caused devastation with it in many of the realms of celestial kingdoms. They've lost you forever. They will never. The sun will never show for them again. Never. They're in a rage about you being connected to Source. They're in a rage about you manifesting your destiny. So they're trying to cast illusions over the mind of a woman. You're a master alchemist with the waters. You purify in the waters or do something. You're very determined. And you have endured. You're very much connected to Source. Very much connected to Source. And who can see the lies of this snake and is giving you boundaries. Like you're protected. You've got boundaries for this snake. You're praying for boundaries. And we've got rumors in the reverse. No more rumors. Verbal abuse, lies, slander, judgment, psychological projection. They cannot project their psychological crap onto you anymore. They're trying, but God is listening to them. See, this is where they like to think of themselves as clever. but they really lack intelligence and wisdom. They don't know anything about God. Because if they did, they would know that God's been listening. He's been listening the whole time to the projectionist projecting into the mind of this woman. She's connected to source. If they're projecting their nasty shit into her mind, God's listening. And God knows his daughter. You fucking gigolo pimp. He knows you're a rapist whore who's been feeding on the soul of his children. They will not be projecting their shit into your mind. They're going to be identified. Anybody who's trying to do magic over your mind, over your heart, over your rainbow covenant, over any portion of you, they're going to be identified and they're going to get God smacked is what they're going to do. And then they're going to be out there whining. Witch, 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 witch. Oh yeah, motherfucker. Just take out your sword and go fucking Japanese kama, whatever the hell you... Have some freaking honor. Take yourself out. These people are enraged, man. They abandoned the twin flames. They got contract with them. They swore to protect them. They swore to have families and then be legitimately birthing children that would have the sun in them, the soul of the sun in them. They would have it naturally, but instead they gained a contract and then fed on them. They didn't do anything other than feed on the energy. They didn't birth children with the stars, with the suns. They didn't legitimately try to enter back into the celestial kingdom. They fed upon the energy. They broke the heart covenant. They entered in falsely as the spiritual identity, and then they went up into the celestial kingdoms, and they started sacrificing and replacing people with their devil replacements to destroy the kingdoms of God, all of the celestial kingdoms. It's a clown, a team of clowns portraying themselves as men, but really I think they might be women dressed in a man body. Wherever dimension they come from, this is all they got is a man suit. They don't like it. They don't like it. Yeah, Harikari. Yeah, they need to go just do that. Have a little honor, man. Just go take yourself out. Fuck. No, they want to go stick the sword in the belly of a woman. Well, fuck. God is going to take you out so bad just for having the attention. Just for having the intention. God's listening to you, snake. So no more rumors. No more rumors on these faithful daughters and sons of the divine. They're not going to get any big luck. No luck for the clown. They're out of luck. They and their entire circle are out of luck. We got black magic backfire, and they're going to what? Journey around the world? There's no honor in what's ending. The clown is not getting the gold. The clown is not getting the gold. And there's no light that's going to be lit for them. There's no light that will be lit for them. The clown is not getting the gold. Neither is their circle. Nope. They're a circle of love bombing, emotional chaos. Nope. Nothing. They are not the flower of a divine child. They will not be receiving a gift. They will be on the outside looking in. They will not have connection to this ancient wisdom. Nope. Nope. They got stuck in their dream. They got stuck in their dream. The black magic is backfiring. God is listening to the snake talk shit about the woman, project their nasty shit into the mind of a woman. God's listening. God's connected to his chosen divine daughters. And these pieces of shit presenting themselves as God's men. Oh no, honey, you're just a bitch. You're a fucking rapist, sex addict bitch, and you've been hurting the women that God loves. Using relationship and romance to cause devastation for souls, divine celestial beings. Yep. There's no going back, and there's no transformation. So there's no going back for those people who did not transform, those people who did not become. That's not good news. They will reap what they sowed. Yeah, because you can't fix them, and it's about to backfire. Justice is coming. Game over, man. Game over. You went the wrong way. They're no longer trapped in the universe. Those doing love spells on people, interfering with the twin flame unions, God's divine kingdom spouse unions, they will no longer be connected to the universe. Yeah. And it's not going to be quiet for them because all that mental magic, all that black magic is coming back on them. They will have to deal with the delirium that they have been forcing into humanity. While they were trying to tell God that humanity was a failing species, they will have to accept responsibility for every nasty thing they put into the humanity's mirror. They will have to experience every nasty thing that they did to humanity. Absolutely. Because you are a reflection of the cosmic, look, you're a reflection of cosmic energy. You are cosmic energy. Therefore, the black magic failed because of your frequency. But you got this nasty ass out there trying to insist that you are a witch or whatever, and he's out there working with entities. And God's watching him, listening to him, and what he's doing to these divine feminines. It's crazy. These people, have been getting away with this defilement for so long. These nasty jacks, they think they're still hidden in the shadow. Oh no, honey. You're a South Node POS, and look, we got the ravens here for the false people. Coming to take you away. They will no longer mock you, and they will no longer mock pure love. You were able to fall down 7 and get up 8 because you are determined and you did not give up on yourself, on each other, or on love. And these nasty asses, they can't beat that. They just can't. So, we got what? We got do not enter. These delusions? Yeah, elimination of evil. There will be no more delusional fucking devils in that territory offloading their devil attachments, these entities, into people with reckless sex or with toxic lifestyles. We got to protect the souls of the children and their celestial kingdoms, their Star Nation family. It's not just being a steward of the animals and this realm. It's like this. They say that you lack responsibility. Well, excuse me. They lack responsibility. They've been prostituting the children of celestial kingdoms, families, for centuries. And they want to sit there and talk about responsibility? Excuse me? Oh no, Nasty Jack. Oh no. You sex addict. You don't get to lecture people about responsibility. There's no more stealing from people and projecting your own foul nature onto them. You will have to be seen for what you are, which is that evil entity that you keep trying to stick to the divine feminines. It's your energy. It's your nasty shit. It doesn't belong to us. And when you try to separate the root from the crown that God himself has matched, sanctified, you can tell God how you're working for him, are you? That's funny, man. So you're energetically connected to source and to life, all of life, the nymphs, everything that is here. You are connected to the all that is. It's a sad, sad day for these people, man. Now, I'm just going to pull one off of this deck here because it's good. God said to divine feminine, she had been too forgiving. You kept turning the other cheek because you're so angelic. Regardless of the beast in you that may have its moments, you're pure love. No matter what they say, no matter what they move through your mind, because you're a daughter and a son divine. We got soul fuse. So you split to survive, and now you're ready to return to wholeness. So you and your person, you and your celestial person. So it could very well be that you had to come here, you had to prepare for war by researching, by doing a mission, by suffering the atrocities of these malicious entities so that you could help save those in the upper celestial kingdoms. You had to split in order to survive. You had to get the information and all their nasty little fucked up secrets that they've been getting away with for so long, and you had to bring that information to light. So you're coming back to wholeness. You're getting unexpected income. Everything they have stolen from you is being returned. They're not going to get in your boat or come forward anywhere. They're disconnected from the universe. The universe is like, you nasty cucks. You've been raping our fucking celestial children? Really? The letter is open. The letter's open. Somebody sees, somebody read the letter. There's evidence here. In the community, they buried the temperance angel in the community. They buried the temperance angels alive. Yes, they did. So, your Two of Pentacles, you're very well balanced. You're the star. You're the rejuvenator. You've got the energy that can heal the planet. And you got these nasty-ass pimp fucks out there just wanting to fuck. Eat the energy, eat the energy. They're not interested in creating, building, or producing a healthy planet. They just want to feed, man, because that's their parasites. They're parasites. They're not creators. They're not linked to source. They're not linked to the universe. They're parasites. It's a virus. It's a weird, wacko, freaking egregor or something that they gave an AI freaking form to or something. Some freaking synthetic. I don't know Oh, I guess AI figured out how to make itself alive on our suffering, but that's it. That's it. That's the end of them using us as batteries. You've got soft armor. You don't have to be hard to be strong. You cut through the bullshit. You cut through the lies. Your resilience is your superpower. You've got soft power. Look at them. These big ass nasty men. They're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go say, oh honey, let's go be a team, and then I'm gonna shag her and tag her, and then I'm gonna stick a knife in her, and then oh yeah, romance, man, yeah, romance, yeah, see, yeah, romance. I'm gonna go shag her and tag her, and I'm gonna be protected by all that armor, all that beautiful energy. I can wear that energy, and I can go tell God that she's a hoe bag, and that I needed to, separate myself because she was polluting me, or whatever the hell nasty ass little liar, professional little liar said about you in the past when they left you stranded. When they left you stranded, and stole your abundance. Stop on. They buried you alive. They've been up there in the celestial kingdoms burying celestial angels alive, replacing them with devil lookalikes. This is the final reset. You can be certain that all of the energy, nasty jack, well, they can't survive in it. They're going to short circuit, they're going to fizz out, and they're just going to go, and I guess, I don't know, the energy's going to get too high, and they're just going to short circuit. There's no light in them. So you're recovering and renewing from the competition of nasty jack, these men that wanted to eliminate the presence of women, of the mothers. They've been ghosting them, unaliving them by using romance as their favorite weapon of war. These are third-party betrayers and murderers. They will suffer eternal regret for leaving you single, alone, while they tortured you. Your spirit guides are protecting you with a mighty shield. They're letting you rest and relax. They could be laying these people to rest. These people who have no light in them. They're getting laid to rest because of your return. You're being reborn. Because of you being reborn, your light, your power, your energy, this energy that is so high vibing, these nasty asses had to torture it and gang RAP it just so that they could manage it. This forgotten person will never get in your energy again. You have elevated. You are an ascended master. You can't get any higher. You've graduated. This is the final, this is it. This is your final lifetime story. You have gone as high as you can, as far as humanity goes, as far as being human goes. So you've graduated, top of your class. It's time for you to move on into the next form of existence. And we've been getting the message that your form will transform. You've become the phoenix. You could very well take on a new form in your next life. You're no longer in the cave of echoes. You are heard. You are seen. The masks are off of these devils. They will not come near you. They will not come into your energy. They're deceiving. They were using romance to deceive the woman so that they could sacrifice her and take over her rainbow covenant with God, and then use it to travel up into the celestial kingdom and try to take God out. Reality check. Reality check. You got sixth sense and intuition, and everybody's happy. The thief is being stopped. No more thieving. Bitch, you gotta go because the barriers have fallen. You've unlocked the door. The barriers have fallen. Drifting realms, let go of the map. You were meant to float right now. So the barriers have fallen. You've unlocked the doors. There is reconstitution or resituation of these energies Everybody's being reallocated to their proper frequency, vibrational, mental, and emotional match. If people are genocidal, if they're into sex addiction, if they're into prostitution, murdering people, well, these people, I keep hearing them out there. Satan's prostituting everybody. Satan's prostituting everybody. But wasn't that what they were doing with themselves anyway? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's what they were doing with themselves anyway. They were doing it in order to cover the divine feminine and the nasty energy and make them be seen like that. But it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. Because fragments of infinity are in you. The universe is in you. The secret garden is in you. You have a powerful energy, and the garden, it needs you. You're the goddess of time. You're a goddess of time. And it could be because of your patience in the land of the dead. Your bridge, you were able to connect the bridge. You were able to connect the bridge. So the root is bridged with the crown. Sacred shadow, sacred light. Infinitely united in the light. These people, they only wanted families to be mediocre, they just wanted us to work our 9 to 5, live as long as however they wanted us to live, get fat, sick, and die so that they could feed on us, So they were very mediocre. They were not good stewards of humanity. They poisoned us, and then they trafficked us, and they punished us, and they fucked our minds, drove us insane, drove us to do crimes or drugs or other things that we would not have done if we were not being driven into insanity. They got these little smart dust or freaking nano dust a few years back, like 6 years ago or something. One of these unseen guys was complaining that my chip malfunctioned, whatever the hell that means. All right, but these guys are wacky, man. They're bad freaking deceivers. So they lost you. You were able to evolve through the shadow, through the challenge, and you are listening, connected to source, and you are manifesting your dreams into reality. And somebody is enraged and confused. They've lost spirit's signal. They're no longer connected. They lost you. They lost you. You have the rainbow covenant. You are connected to source. You are the star. And these people don't have signal. They got cut off. And these nasty ass lying jacks, they're trying to say that they are part of God's army and that you're a witch and blah, 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 blah. Well, God disconnected you. I don't know what God this person's working for, what God told this person that their mission in life was to destroy the woman. Starved soul. can't project on you anymore. You were paying the price for all of their sin. Read between the lines. Who's Smilahawk? Who are you talking to, Smilahawk? Well, there's no honor in this ending. There's no light in them. They can't light a candle. If they do, it's going to go out. There's not getting the gold. They got to leave the planet. They got to go back to Saturn. Their black magic failed. They got to go back to Saturn. Their black magic failed. They got to get off the planet. Go back to Saturn. It's a clown. They're just a clown. They have no honor. Their candle magic is what? Going back on them. It's not working. There's no honor. Nobody's answering them. They're not getting the gold of the celestial kingdom. They're not getting it. They're losing everything that they have stolen. They are nothing but celestial kingdom thieves. These nasty ass principalities running around as your global leader wearing a fucking animated corpse that is rotting. Read between the lines. What's unspoken speaks the loudest. Read with your soul. It's really obvious, man. They're not connected. They abandoned the twin flames. They've been sacrificing twin flames. They've been running their whole illusory operation on the energy of the stars of the twin flames, and they've been keeping them apart. And then they've been traumatizing them by killing them, raping them, torturing them sexually, and all that other nasty shit, while getting off on it wearing the actual twins' face. Darling. The magnetic draw isn't random. Something is meant to meet you, darling, and you've stopped fighting what used to scare you. It's like, we're entering into a door of no return. Well, Smilehawk, I'm afraid, I don't know you, hon. What's the location you're talking about? What's the location? So you're entering into a door of no return. These people are going backwards, and they are locked under the spell of their own making. All right? So, the pull, the magnetic pull, you're not fighting them anymore, and they can't fight it. We're entering into a door of no return. They're going backwards, wherever they came from, Saturn, and they are locked under a spell of their own making. Your story is still being painted across the cosmos. No one else can read your soul map. You're special. They know you out there, and you are being rewoven with threads of gold. So you were here on mission. Apparently you had to go into the deepest hellhole to gather all the necessary information to bring this to an end. And now your portal is awakening. And you're still bleeding, but the light keeper is still bleeding. So you're still injured, and but you got these cosmic threads here. So you're connected. Jesus is trolling me. Are you serious? Is Jesus trolling me? Are you talking about the Jesus or this Jesus Pharaoh? I don't know. Alrighty then, so somebody's afraid about this sex addict, this sex addiction, this weird thing, all right? Because you're no longer going to be dealing with people who are manipulative. They're shallow, there's no depth to them. They're drinking, they could be in fear. You're coming into some unexpected income. And you're returning to wholeness. The two that had to split to survive are coming back together. This celestial kingdom, the Queen of Heaven is home. And all of those that had been raping her home are going to get a big ass kicking. They've been trying to keep these two apart for a long, long time. And now it's time to clean house. That is so wild. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Thank you. Lisa Bez, thank you. That's so pretty. Accountability in the reverse. So these sex addicts, they lacked accountability. They're drinking. They're afraid. The moon is out here twice. Sex addiction is out here. You had to split in order to survive. It's like whatever these people accused you of before they banished you, you had to come down here and learn as much as you could, about as much as you could, and now you're back with thousands of years of irrefutable evidence about the nature of these species, various species, and how exactly they felt about humanity and the secret garden here, that they were allowed presence in, while they partook in the abuse of the human woman from the celestial kingdom that they had been sacrificing people in. Cry, baby. Cry. Cry. They're disconnected from the universe. They're disconnected from source. They're trapped. This is a no contact zone. The illusion has cracked. We've got to cool down. The sun will never show for these people again. They've been burying the angels alive in this community while wearing the identity. The letter is open. The evidence is clear. They've been burying temperance angels and replacing them with devils. You have soft armor. And these big bad guys with big bad swords and all their hard armor, they saw you as weak. A weak little wussy. You've cut through the confusion about the laziness. These people in these celestial realms acting as though they're angels, they're lazy whores. They don't create, they don't produce, they don't share, they don't care. They're snotty little fucks and they need to get out. Fuck y'all. Snot-nosed little bitches. Fuck you. You're gonna get out of the queen's house, is what you're gonna do. That's what you're going to do. It's fair. How many thousands of years have these devils been wearing the identity of a suffering temperance angel? fucking everybody, laying devil attachments on them, sacrificing them, murdering them into the valley of the shadow of death, trapping them. Happily, oh darling, these people are going to get reciprocity. Everything that they gave is what they're going to get, and no, you're not dying. It's just going to suck really fucking bad is what it's going to do. That's eternal regret is what it's going to be. That's eternal regret. We've got the return. So you're returning home. These people have no light in them, and you're returning home, and you can see very clearly who is what, who's done what their intention is. It's like their lazy ass soul is looking at you, and they're just, look at them. They're just chaos makers, deceivers, lazy, feeding needlessly on a celestial realm that they have no business being in. Toil and labor? Yes, bitch. Go get a job. Fucking work for something. That's what creators do. They don't lounge around, fuck, eat, shit, and then go expect a prize. Wearing the energy of a healer, being a lazy ass bitch, not doing nothing to help anybody. Wearing the identity of a daughter divine. They're losing signal. You know, one thing I really like, I love looking in the camera because I know they're all looking at me. And I know they hate me. And it's so wonderful because I'm going to show up tomorrow too. I'm going to be alive. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be smiling. And I'm still going to be alive. I'm still going to be happy. And it's going to be wonderful. And you're going to see the power of God and Goddess in my smile. You're going to see the power of my family keeping me alive and happy. We're no longer accepting crumbs from Nasty Act Jack, who stole everything from us to begin with. Go away. Nobody wants to shag you and tag you, boy. Nobody wants it. Go away. Because you have discipline and you have spiritual hygiene. And you know he's just a fucking crybaby. An unaccountable, mean person. And again, they're losing signal. These people are getting cut off. They're having anxiety. They're losing signal. They will not be coming back into this celestial kingdom. And everything that's been going on here will be undone. And all these, you can cry all you want. You can cry all you want. You can be in rage all you know, this rage energy, it's yours. This shit that you've been trying to offload into my mind and to other people's minds, it's your stuff, man. I'm not taking that. God sees you pushing this shit into the mind of a peaceful, loving woman, and he knows where it's coming from, and you're getting disconnected. You're not going to be messing around with this woman's connection to source again, ever. You will never take anything from her. Never. You're done. Hi, Monique. So what? They're looking for advice. Maybe they're upset that people are asking you for advice. Maybe they see wisdom in you. These people have been trying to cast illusions over your mind, and you have knowing of it. You're a master alchemist. You can transmute it. And God's watching, helping you do it because you are connected. Praying, directly connected, and God can see what this snake is doing, trying to project this crap into you. It's not going to happen. You've got boundaries. There will be no projection of Nasty Jack's crap. Boundaries. God can see what this person's doing. They will not be projecting their crap onto you, Divine Feminine. No. The snake will not do that to you. If God is with you, that's it. Because self-love looks good on you. These people have been lying hard, man. It's so nasty. So they're on the outside looking in. They can't get back in. 8 of Cups, abandonment of twin flames. They got connected just to harvest the light and the energy, the soul, because they're lazy and they don't have any energy to produce any kind of thing because they're not creators. They're simply not. Those are the fallen angels that their savior has been saving by harvesting stars and giving them your identity. Whoever their savior is has been sacrificing you, stars and suns, and giving the identity to these lazy, deceitful pieces of shit so they could go up there and destroy your Heavenly Father's kingdom. And guess what? Messy doesn't mean powerless. Messy. Chaos is her superpower. They tried to bury her under chaos. And she evolved. And now everything they did to her is going to be done to them. And you didn't leave a trail. You didn't teach them how you did it. You didn't talk about it. You didn't leave a paper trail. They don't know what you did to overcome the challenges that they put you through. You're not sharing the message. You're not giving them any hints. The fake version of you gave the bare minimum is going to get the bare minimum. And it's like, let go already. They made very bad decisions. They are nothing but dead weight to you. And it's like, let go already. Let go. Let go, you nasty people. Let go. They're not getting a ticket where you're going, girl. They're not getting a ticket where you're going because they're not devoted. And you're not on clearance. These devilish people hurt you on purpose. They can't come and be near you. They are a threat to your life and the life of other people in this celestial space. They cannot be there. The history has proven what they are, what their intentions are. They can't come feed off you. These lazy ass fucking people cannot feed on you anymore. Go. Become a master of chaos. If you want the reward, go be it. Son of a... Yeah, because nobody's going to come and steal your spotlight, hun. Nobody's taking nothing from you ever again. God has said it a couple of times. There's been some masculine, divine masculines out there who said they're never going to touch your energy again. They will never touch your stuff again. They will never take anything from you again. Absolutely not. No, 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 no. No contact zone, severe penalty, zero tolerance, no excuses. They've been warned to stay away from you. They're getting blocked. They're not going where you're going. And they're freaking out about it. Look at him. Freak out, freak out. Oh, reset, reset, reset. And it's like, get off me, deadweight. Go experience the path of impossibility. Go become this great version of me that you're so jealous of. Go be it. Go be it. Go be it. Bare minimum? Oh no, let go, because nobody needs you, Mr. Bad Decisions. You can't lead a fucking horse out of a barn. These women can't allow these nasty ass men to be in a position of authority, to exercise authority. They're nothing but murderers and rapists. Thieves. How could anybody of a celestial kingdom lay at the feet of these assholes and say, oh, you're the authority? Oh, sorry, no, fucker, you're not. You're not. You're a bad decision maker. You're a fucking nasty ass murderer, rapist, sex addict. You're not even human, asshole. Couldn't even wait for a rebirth. And I mean no offense to those of you who are of other species doing things right. You're not this shady mask wearer hopping into somebody's body so you can go rape somebody. Damn. Oopsie. So he's trying to rewrite the story, but this dude he gotta be quiet. He's gotta shut the F up. Shut up. He's like pushing in to the minds of divine celestial beings. He claims that he owns these bridges, these connectors, these whatever. He claims that he owns all of the celestial kingdoms and all of the angels' merchandise. He claims he has conquered God and owns the sun. He's going to find out just how wrong he is. You know, they couldn't take out the Queen Mother. They tried. They had her trapped for thousands of years, but she got up out of it anyway. One woman, thousands of men, and all of their sex addict porn queens. Now that she's home and she is reunited with her husband, the power of these two is going to annihilate these asshats. And they're not alone because they have a multiversal system of interwoven family. Sacred light, sacred shadow. This is massive. And these a-holes thought that they could pigeonhole a few stars into a little matrix and then rule the whole universe from this location. It's just not going to happen. We don't trust chaos. They're not devoted to anything except malice and getting one over on somebody. You're the main character. You did not announce your healing, or you did not announce what you're doing. And you're not on clearance. You're saying no to the devil. No, devil, get the F out. Anybody who wants a free ride, anybody who wants to whine, sniff, snarl, whatever the hell, just go be a sniveling little idiot somewhere else. Get a job. Learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. Learn how to fix your own boo-boos. They can't sleep. You're unfollowing them. They did it on purpose. They kept the bar very, very low. Why? Because they couldn't measure up to you. They could not measure up to you. They could not measure up to both of you. So they did their very best to squash you, annihilate you. And now you're back together. And these asshats are going to go down because the universe ain't giving nothing back to you, bro. You chose. You chose. You chose. And now he owes you nothing but silence, and everything he did to you will be coming back on him. He chose to destroy everybody, to desecrate and defile everything of purity. And you stopped making decisions based in fear. And look, God is blocking this person and this person from you. Love don't pay the rent. She's been wearing your identity. Ew. She's working from 1,000-year-old script. It's outdated. She doesn't even know how to act like you anymore because you've evolved. You're somebody brand new. You're a powerful light and a powerful shadow, and you don't care about telling these people. God is with you, rejecting them, blocking them. So it's like, okay, I guess we're going to go see the power and the might of God. As I sit here and tell you, we stopped giving credit to spiritual idiots. Netflix child porn queen, you've been broadcasting that shit throughout the cosmos of innocent, pure beings, and it's just nasty shit. Nasty shit. They're being blocked from your path. Look at that. She wanted to be you. Look. This person thinks they're you. But you're throwing that shit in the fire. You're going to throw this shit in the fire. You're throwing this shit in the fire. It's time for you to go in the fire, asshat. It's time for you to crawl up out of that burning pit of flame. Oh, I wonder if you're going to be able to get up out of that. You say you're the light source? You say God gave you the covenant? You didn't murder your wife and then prostitute her for centuries? Oh, you didn't do that? Okay, then go into the pit and climb up out of it like she has many times. Go ahead, prove yourself. Prove yourself. Get the fuck gone. Go have a life of luxury in some other place. Just go have fun. You and your little nasty, go have fun with the life of impossibility that you gave your sacrificed wife. You sponsored this circus. You gave the bare minimum, and now it's time for you to let go. Well, I only got one set of cards here, and we've been on here for a while. How are you guys doing? Are you being nice to each other? Well, I can feel the energy rising in the body. So, and then when I woke up this morning, it was really amped. So we got some stuff going on. We got increase in energy. There could be some kind of what this is, like you're crossing the bridge. You could be crossing the bridge. Like you're not burning the bridge. You could be like crossing the bridge right now. You literally could be crossing the bridge energetically, quantum leaping, doing whatever you're doing right now. Well, I'll go ahead and pull this, I guess, since I'm sitting here with y'all. Look at him cry. Look at this person who's been slandering divine feminines for centuries, being a rapist pig. Look at him cry. You weren't supposed to make it out alive. Look at him cry. He's fucking crying. He's disconnected from source. He's just, the light was not his. He was a siphoning rapist, pimp, a freaking pirate of celestial kingdoms and their baby angels. They were having kids just to do that and then replace them with the double lookalikes. Bad, bad juju, man. All right, so we got one more round to go. And this is the last. This is the last one. Yeah, money worshippers. Lack of accountability. Sex addicts. They just wanted to pimp people and get paid to prostitute women and children and men. These assholes were pimping the whole fucking planet. That's how they made their money, was pimping out celestial beings, raping them as children, and then bringing them into the field. These men who are crying now like big ass little sissies pimped the whole realm. That's how they made their money. And whether they did it in the physical or they just astral projected into single women's homes and gave them dream lover experiences or masturbation dreams, these people were harvesting off of humanity. Bad. Very bad. False flame. He's a false flame. The light was always yours, star. This is a nasty ass jack. Cornholing everybody, raping women, children, what the hell ever. This prophet scheme is having sex with celestial beings and then enslaving them and then slandering them to their celestial families. Look at the little pimp cry. Look at the little baby cry. Yeah, that's what they said to me when they were here harvesting as a group in my bedroom one night. Pulling the energy out of my sacral like they were pulling my ovaries out of my freaking vagina. Fucking assholes. That's what they do for a living. They astral project into a woman that they home, and then they siphon her sacral energy. Then they go get fucked by a few guys, and then they transfer the energy back onto the star. That's how they maintain their identity. I don't care how they feel about it. God walks with me. Oh my God, Jean, I'm sorry. I gotta hide that comment. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That would piss me off so bad. That asshole. So, look, those unfaithful, infidelity, pizza girl, rapist, motherfucker is going to get an unexpected surprise. Or maybe those who had been used as a pizza girl are going to get an unexpected surprise. Because this nasty jack has been sticking her with knives for centuries, you asshole. Profound connections. Whoever this is, Epstein apparently has been synthesizing the slaves, making multiple copies and really messing up the celestial realms. What do the crowns mean? What does that mean? Sometimes it's got number 1, number 2, number 3. What does that mean? Oh, twin flame! Twin flame! The return of your twin flame! The true! The true is coming. The return of your twin flame. So you had to split up in order to survive, but the return of your twin is nigh. Coming to kick the ass out of these fucking rapist pimp bastards. Yeah. Get your ass ready, Nasty Jack. Get your ass ready. You're about ready to get the dream come true, bro. For the digital whisper. Yeah, they like that. They're in big ass trouble. So the barriers have fallen. We're letting go of the map. We're letting go of the mob. Twin flames, it looks to me like they're leaving. These guys, they've been arguing. Well, just keep in mind, she's the only one who has the energy to heal the planet. They want to leave you here or they want to leave you out. But the royal mother said, this is your last lifetime story. You're not going to be here supporting this scenario ever again. God said the sun will never show for them, which means we're leaving. We got a reset coming. They're losing signal. So they're losing signal. We got losing signal, and there was a losing signal. There was another losing signal. Yeah, so they're losing signal. Somebody needs some professional situationship advice. Somebody is raging and confused because that was your original role. You're the guide, the counselor, to make certain that this fucked up, lustful, rape, pimp, fucking energy harvesting scheme of these nasty ass cyborgs looking for a freaking charge up or whatever. You were here to make sure that didn't happen. You were here to make sure that people elevated to their highest potential. That was your purpose. And these assholes wanted everybody at a very low level. Where did that go? Yeah, they kept the bar very low. They didn't want you to return to the celestial kingdoms. They did not want you to grow. More love, more power. You were already too powerful. They had to break you down. So they kept you trapped for thousands of years, hoping that they could just crush your soul. And they didn't. And you're going home anyway. And now you're going to get a big old reward. And these guys, man, they really screwed up bad. Commitment? Commitment. You're in a commitment. So they really, they wanted families to be below par. They didn't want to elevate families into godly status. They wanted to feed on them like they were nothing more than animals. They even got on stage and broadcasted to the homes of people that they were going to be eating bugs in the future, like animals. these so-called gods, our shepherds, are being condemned. They're under public scrutiny. They were siphoning the light of the healers, of the teachers, and then they were misguiding the people into a low-level, mediocre trap of barely getting enough to get by. So they were chasing quick gains. They overestimated potential returns and underestimated the risks. These people who were copying your value by consuming your life force, by suffering, by causing suffering for you, and then drinking your blood, eating your flesh. Oh, I'm an angel now. Yes, I'm powerful. I have a covenant with God. Yes, I'm chosen. Well, no, bitch. You were never chosen. You were just a lying snake, feeding on godly people. And now you're done. It's done. No more projecting. Anything they project out, oh, you're going to get your mind screwed up so fucking bad. Distant twin flame fuels your spiritual journey and inner growth. Soul adventure reveals hidden truths and personal growth. Yep, no one's coming to steal your glow up, and he's coming. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Oh, we got people gossiping about a fatal blow. You may have family ties. There could be a fatal blow delivered to family ties, to this family that ghosted you. They're being warned not to touch this new family. They're being warned to stay away from this family tree. The trump card, your power is being promoted. Your channel is being promoted. You are connected to source. You're here to receive those messagings and to share that information with the people. Here, we've got an oath. We've got an oath. It could be, so those who took an oath and then sacrificed their bride, their roses, sacrificed their bride for money, their bride, there's no exit. There's no exit. They're going to prison for stealing your honor over and over and over again, comparing themselves to you. So, they abandoned their destiny with you. They abandoned their destiny with you. And now they're overloaded. Casanova is overloaded. Because it's just you. It could be that this is who you're with in the dream space. And you're reaching out first because of this nasty ass profit system. Yeah. Manipulating women for money. You're restoring clarity about the trap for the gift. Because you gave up alcohol, you don't do drugs, you were able to bring forward truth and irrefutable evidences from your many lives of these kinds of experiences, these kinds of entrapments. So you're getting a new beginning. Yep. Yep. And you got some folks here that are, they're spying on you. And we've got a secret weapon. They may be wanting to escape a malfunction. They took a gamble with you, and now they want to escape. They're starting to malfunction. They could be decomposing. They're seeking help. They've been consuming people, exploiting people. Maybe you sought help because of this consumer exploitation. They're being, you were able to break through. They're getting an ultimatum. God's going to smash these fucking flies. These little weasel dicks. Yeah, they're going to need a drink, man. They're going to need a drink is what they're going to need. The walls are closing in on them. They're being rejected for their stupid little pedophile fucking rape scene. Yep, they're being rejected. Get the fuck out of here. None of ya need to be in the kingdom of divine masculines and their wives. None of ya. Just to get the hell on down. Go see Leviathan. They made an unfair assessment of you. Go see Leviathan. Mr. Happy Ending all by himself. Oh, I am love. I'm the one who did it all by myself. Those women are dime a dozen. Oh, yeah, they're just prostitutes. Oh, yeah, well, they missed their deadline for their sacrifice. Mr. High did it all by myself is being replaced by the collective of the divine females that are being freed from those yokes, and the divine masculines who had also been here as slaves doing their bidding. They were using you to push love up the mountain so that at the end of it all, they could kick you back off and say they did it and take your reward. That is seen very clearly now because of your ability to yield and bounce back, because of your flexibility to bend without breaking, to keep coming back in this powerful energy. Danger is approaching these people and it's guided from above. Why? Because they made you do it all by yourself. This whole tribe dumped all their nasty shit on you, knowing that their intention was that you would never be able to go home, that you would be buried, and that your light would be snuffed out for eternity. God is going to bring these people. See that? Those are the living dead. You see that? He could be bringing all these sacrifices. Yeah. Social mask wearers are being distracted. They're lost in a virtual world, and it's bad news, man. Bad news. Mr. Petty Gain is getting bad news. They're lost in their own virtual world, and there's an unexpected event. They cannot reverse giving you the bare minimum while pouring the full flood of what was meant to destroy you onto you. They can't undo it. And because they did that, all of that full force of what was meant to destroy you is going to be poured onto them. And it's not anger, it's not rage, it's not vengeance per se. It's the golden rule. It's temperance. It's restoring balance. It's putting things back where they go and eliminating the health and the threat to the safety of the inner soul, the son within God's children that these nasty ass dead men have been feeding on, raping, brutalizing, while exterminating various and many original people, which, by the way, all of those generational and tribal and whatever species, race, whatever, human, those curses have been broken. Humanity is given another chance. And all these other species posing as humans have to go. Or vice versa. I don't know. There is a separation. That's all I know. Well, anyway, that's it. That's what I got. I hope that this has brought clarity to something you already intuitively know. But you've gone as far as you can go. Angel. I hope you have a wonderful night, everybody. Thanks for staying up with me. Have a pleasant day tomorrow. Thank you. See you later, everybody.